And today I am doing a surprise live, basically, with this Hogwarts Harry Potter book Nook. So this one is, if I show you the finished image here, it is the Hogwarts library. And what is insanely cool about this, and I'm also like suspicious of, but apparently it is voice activated and like uses a wand to do special effects. So if you see here, there are like flames as the like lamps hanging down from the ceiling, and those apparently have like a whole flame light effect to them. So like that's cool in of itself. And then there's this whole added piece of like having a wand or voice activation to it. Like I'm not 100% sure what the story is with that, but I'm really excited to see what this turns out to be. As always, link is in description. This one was from Amazon. Yeah, so you can check that out if you are interested. But otherwise, I figured we would just hop into it. As you join, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. This one is just going to be like my other builds where just kind of hanging out, chat in. Otherwise, I am just like focused on the build, and you could just join me for this. And yeah, so let's go ahead and open this. So it looks like these are book covers. And actually, this looks like it's, oh yeah, look at that. Those are stickers. I didn't realize it was one sticker. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so many books. Holy cow. I thought this was like a whole line of like one book and like you fold it up or it's like all listed. But as you saw, I just took off one tiny sticker. So that means this is going to be every single book that we make, and they're all going on shelves. So that's going to be interesting. And then it looks like, so we've got some more book covers, and then we have some scroll stickers. But good news about this is that they are stickers, and I don't have to cut them out. So bonus points for that, because y'all know if you've joined my live builds before, I am not a fan of cutting stuff out. So I always appreciate it when it's either like punch outs or stickers like those. So I'm pretty excited about that. Clear panel. This is a clear panel. Fair enough. Then we've got our instructions. And then we've got our whole stack of boards here. These are super thick pieces, it looks like. So it's going to be super sturdy, but makes obviously punching these things out a little bit more difficult. So we will see how that goes. And then it looks like we've got some mirror pieces. I say this every time, but I absolutely love this blue. I wish someone would make something that keeps this beautiful blue intact, but it's just the protective film on either this acrylic or mirror, whatever it is. And then we've got all of our bits and bobs. It looks like here's our wand. Oh, that's so cute. So it looks like it is just a piece of wood. So it doesn't look like there's any metal or anything that might imply that it is like activated by the wand movement. Like I'm thinking like in Universal Studios, how if you've been, they have the wands that you can get and you get to interact with the space by moving the wand around. I was like super hopeful, but like obviously for the price, like it's not going to be that fancy. I was just super hopeful. So we will have to see what the heck that is about. It might just be like this one, you like tap the on and off button, but I don't know. I'm also like crazy interested about this whole voice activation thing. And it looks like there's a whole lot of wiring to make all of that happen. So we will see what this all turns out to. Oh my gosh, look at that. They provided glue. So I might start with this glue just to see how it is. But otherwise, I've got my fancy glues here. So this is my favorite that I've found for these builds is the Beacon 3-in-1 is my newly favorite thing. And then sometimes I'll jump in with the Aleene's tacky glue for like smaller things if it's not working as well. So, but that's super sweet. I feel like I'm used to them not providing glues. So that's really nice that they actually give you some. So far I'm like already impressed, honestly. Now we've got some bits and bobs. It looks like these are going to be for the chandeliers. Some other pieces, some grommets here. Looks like that's a nail file. So that's fun. This, I think, is our battery case. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to leave these pieces in here until we need them. Though I kind of want to no, I'm going to lose the wand. I was going to say, I kind of want to have the wand with us, but knowing me, it's going to roll somewhere and I'll have trouble finding it. So we are going to put this like so. Close this up. At least get it out of the way a little bit. Move this over here. And then let's get our book ready. I have not looked at this yet, which I'm realizing I probably should have, so I know what the heck we are actually doing. Yeah, that's crazy. Touch sensitive volume and light brightness adjustment. This is gonna be so freaking cool. Oh my gosh, like there's actually a microphone attached to it. Yeah, it's literally, what the heck? While the LED is on, the microphone activates, allowing you to cast the ignite spell. So spell 1, Incendia, and then spell 2, Eternal Flame. If recognized, the LCD and speaker will turn on. Oh my god, there's a speaker in this thing too. Holy crap. I didn't even realize this. So I was making the thumbnail for this whole live. And so I had to go find the photos and everything to use it so y'all could see the finished piece. And all I remembered from this, because they sent it to me months ago, in December or something, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But all I remembered was the wand thing. So I thought it was wand activated. But now looking at it and looking at the listing, I saw it was voice activated. And I was like, what the heck? How did I miss that? I completely missed that concept. This is going to be so freaking cool. I really hope it works. Oh my god, I'm going to be obsessed with this. Holy cow. Yeah, that is crazy. And then I guess there's volume. I didn't know there was sound with it either, so I'm curious what the sound will be. And then spell to turn it off, extinguish. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I am so pumped to make this. So let's see. It looks like it's going to be, it's either USBs. Yes, I saw that. So we had a USB cable in the box. So it's either USB powered or battery powered. So I love that because I hate grabbing the batteries because I always forget to grab them. Here's the whole list of supplies. And then assembly instructions. We are just getting right into it. Okay, looks like we are making the front door piece and the hinges. And yeah, it looks like accessories will come later. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and start jumping into this. I am going to unbox this stuff here. Let's do a slice across. Get this guy peeled open. Okay, toss that on the ground, which serves as my trash can. And then what pieces do we need? We need A3 and B3 and F7. Okay, are these in nice orders? Yes, look at that. Beautiful. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yep, perfect. I remember the last one we did. It was not all labeled nicely, and there were multiple of the same letter. It's what's the point of that? So excited to see that this one is actually labeled correctly. So we got A3, the left door. We've got the right door. So this didn't break off. Okay. I think those are the same. So I don't think it matters. Left door, right door. Well, I guess they are kind of different. But again, actually don't think it matters because all the holes look the same. And then we need F7. F7 is this archway. Olivia, hey girl! Good to see you! I'm doing a surprise live today because I felt like it. There's more to the story, but I want to get set up before I get into the whole story here. But yeah, so today we are doing you can see the top of it at least. So it's a Harry Potter book nook. And this one is, let me grab this now that I also see a bunch of new people have joined. So this is what we're doing today, is this book nook, which they call a magic spell library, because obviously they can't use the branding. But it is Harry Potter Hogwarts library, and it has flames that are voice activated with different sounds, and you can turn them on and off. So I am like so beyond excited to build this thing. Okay, so we've got this, we got this. I need to find all of our hinges and screws. Did they provide a screwdriver? If not, I've got plenty of the tiny little guys from the past. That seems like the one thing they have not provided. Let me see if there's... Wait, actually, I don't even know. Yeah, maybe. I might need a tiny screwdriver. Let's see. Where have I put them? Oh, here we go. I've got like a whole collection of them now from all past projects. So I'm just going to grab the two I have. So we've got 2 mini screwdrivers from past builds. Let's toss that over there. And we have to figure out which pieces we actually need. This looks like it's just for the hanging lights, so I don't think we need that. I think everything we need is just in here. So we've got, there are hinges, here are our screws. This is a nail file. And then our little grommets here. Lovely. Okay. And I will set that bag to the side. How long is it going to be? I have no idea. So, I mean, I assume it's definitely going to be like a couple hours. So this one, I don't think I'm going to finish like all in one day. But we shall see. My concern, honestly, is not necessarily the building of it, because it looks like it's not that many big pieces. But what we have are all of these stickers where each one of these is a separate book. And you can see how many there are. So that is, I think, honestly, what is going to take the longest is towards the end, building all of these books and putting them on the shelf. So that's where I think the time will come from. So we have 4 hinges. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like they give an extra one, which is always fantastic. Love that. And then let me move stuff around. I've got way too much crap here. So let's move this back. Looks a little neater so y'all can see what I'm actually doing. I'm going to move this to the side, fold it in half. Just get everything out of the way. Okay. There. Now y'all can see. Beautiful. So we've got our cute little hinges that are actually metal. And then these are going one. I don't think it matters which way they go. They are the same on both sides. No, it's flat that way. Okay. So flat side down. 2. Whoop. Drop 1. Okay. There is our 4th. And then we need our screws. We need a whole bunch of these guys. Nope, those are not the screws. These are. So we need 16 of these. Whoop. 1, 2. Nah, we'll just pour a bunch out. And might as well start at the bottom here. This is going to be interesting because it's so teeny tiny. Okay. Pop that in. Let's see how well this goes. Oh, nice. Okay, great. Screwdriver works. Love it. Okay, then the second one. So we're just going to go through and add all of these. But yeah, so I just felt like hopping on a live today because I did not feel like doing anything. Like I basically want to do a mindless project to keep me distracted. So I'm like, yeah, build works great for that. I'll just follow instructions. And like, kind of productive because then I'm at least, like, adding content to the channel, like, still counts. But, like, a lightweight way to do that, and I can hang out with y'all because I was like, I know I wanna do some kind of build, um, and now I can just hang out with y'all working on this. So, reasoning for it is yesterday I went to get a haircut, and I like to go to a haircut school because it's super crazy cheap, and I never really care that much how much how the hair turns out. I just like want it cut and call it a day. And so it's like 15 bucks for a haircut. So like ridiculously cheap because again, it's students supervised by their teachers. And it's always worked out fine. Like I've been plenty of times over the years and works out great. Yesterday, I asked for layers like I always do. And this time I asked for some shorter layers so that it went to like chin length. And for some reason, this is on the instructor, not the student at all, because the instructor came in and like did the first cut and for some reason dropped like half of my hair, like just let that go. So it was like the full length, not even half. I would say probably like a third or even a quarter. Maybe honestly, it's more like a quarter. So just like dropped a quarter of my hair and then did layers that were to chin length. So it was as though I requested only layers to my chin. Like, I just chop all my hair off and just have all the layers chin length. And my hair is like mid length. So definitely past my shoulders. It's like a few inches past my shoulders. And so now what my hair looks like is I've got a small amount of hair that is the correct length. And then the rest is like crazy short. And I don't understand how this teacher thought that this was a good idea. And this is a massive lesson in me needing to stick up for myself a lot better. Cause like that first cut, I'm like, why the heck are you taking so much length off of the top part when it's only supposed to be like a small amount at the top and then like more as you go down. So it's like nice and even. And I'm like, you know what? Like they probably know what they're doing. Like I don't want to get involved. Like I don't want to be a bother. And I really should have said something. So yeah, first time I've had a full-blown meltdown over a haircut. And it has not been a fun night. I was like absolutely miserable. I can't do like my hair looks absolutely ridiculous. Like I really should take a photo and show y'all. Yeah, it is ridiculous. And like the only thing I can do like is put it into a very tiny ponytail. And it's like barely enough to put into a ponytail. It's like a little nub. And I had length beyond my shoulders. So yeah, it's gonna be like so basically also what happened was I requested 4 inches taken off at the bottom because it just like needed to be cleaned up and I haven't gotten a haircut in forever. And then the difference between that length and the shortest is 6 inches. So they chopped off 6 inches of my hair unnecessarily through like 90% of my hair. And I am just, yeah. I mean, I was obviously like in full blown tears. Like I had a full fledged meltdown yesterday and then like woke up today still panicking. And so, yeah, I'm like, I don't think I can function properly today. And I seriously need a distraction because it just keeps replaying over and over in my mind. Yeah. So, freaking sucks. Yeah, I honestly think that teacher does not know what she's doing because she was there for the last haircut I got. And that I asked for layers again. Like I said, like I always ask for layers. And for some reason, the way she had them do layers is like I asked for like longer layer or like layers that went shorter, and she only had the student do like this much layering at the bottom. And so that's why this time I'm like, no, I want longer layers. And now I'm realizing I just don't think the teacher knows how to do longer layers. Like it doesn't matter where it is as far as length. She's just like, nah, I'm gonna draw, like, imagine this. She's like, okay, your hair's this long, have them like drop some of it so it's down here and then chop the rest off as though there's layers from here to here, because I think she can only fit so much hair in her fingers, and so that's the layering that happens. And so they decided to do that like on the shortest length. So like now the top of my hair is like 4 or 5 inches long, and it's layered like a short little cut there, and then I just have long hair. So it's like layered here, and then I just have long hair that's 6 inches longer than the rest of it. So I'm convinced that it's because she doesn't know how to do layers longer than what her finger length is. So if I go back, I am going to request a different instructor because So yeah, like I said, lesson learned in standing up for myself. And the reason I am now trying to focus on other stuff, because I'm like having to come to terms with the fact that I need to have a ponytail for the next at least 6 months. And like there's no way it can be evened out, because if I cut off the rest, it's going to be too short to put into a ponytail at all. So it's just going to look ridiculous, and I'm just going to have a ponytail for the next at least 6 months. And it'll be over a year before it all grows back again. So stand up for yourselves, y'all, when getting a haircut. Okay, so back to the distraction of building this guy. We have door stud sets, includes 2 components. Yep. Ooh, do I get to like hammer this? Please use screwdriver in the package. Place the door knocker on the extension door. Okay. So there are 2 different pieces. So this is like building a snap. So you've got this short one here. There's that short piece, and then we have these long pieces that I just dropped it right into the bag again. Okay, here is the long piece. It has the little nub to it, and then the shorter piece has a shorter little nub. So it looks like the long piece is going on the back, and that is going here. Ooh, okay, I see. So it's adding studs to the front of the door as a fun detail. That's cool. Let's see how I can get this on. Can y'all see that? Yes, you can see what I'm doing. Cool. But the question is, how do these actually get pushed on? Am I supposed to like smash it? Door knockers. Like I'm used to actually using like I don't know how I'm supposed to push this on. Maybe if I put it on the table and do this. Ooh. That kind of worked, but it's still like sticking out a whole bunch. I don't know if y'all can see. There we go. See, it's like sticking out a fair amount. It's so weird because like it is a snap, so I don't know why they didn't provide snap stuff for it. Okay, well, it seems to be secure, so we will just continue on with that method. That one goes there. Shorter one goes on top. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think the first one was just a tighter fit, because that one I was easily able to get on with my hands. Okay, so I'm going to dump these out to make it easier to find what I need and not have to go sifting through the bag each time. So now, next one here. Go like this. And squish those together. And we're just going to keep going down the line like this. Oh my gosh, Olivia, you haven't been on in a while, so I haven't been able to ask. So what did you decide on your rats' names? I must know. The rat I grew up with was named Snowball. So I assume yours are going to be equally adorably named. Okay, push that in. Yeah, this is much easier. I think the first one was just a tight squeeze for whatever reason. Just like this one is a little bit harder. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That looks super cool. Nice metal detail. Also, I didn't test out the hinge before, but that is some nice hinge and action there. That's cool. I've never had a book nook that had like details on the front, you know? It's always just open, but this one actually has doors on it. Ugh. Wait, cry and eat? Is that what you named them? What? Like those are their actual names? Explain. I must know the details in the naming process. Ooh. These are gonna hurt my fingers after a bit here. Ow. Look at that. The indentation on my fingers. Oh, it's ridiculous. Last row, though. And it looks like there's so many left over that I'm guessing they're probably going to have other details elsewhere. And then after that, it looks like we put on the door knocker. So last one here. Oh, cry and eat. Like to me, cry and eat. Yeah, no, 100%. When I finally get my appetite back, because I am that point in my anxiety spiral where my stomach is a mess and I can't eat, I will absolutely continue to eat. Hopefully the crying is done. Hopefully I've cried it out of my system. But Nala and Dixie, that's adorable. Oh, that's so stinking cute. Yeah, I was confused. I was like, why would you name your rats Cry and Eat? I must have more explanation to that. What? Nala and Dixie. Makes way more sense. Yeah. Okay, we are going to put all of these other little grommets away. Actually, I might need one of them. Okay, door knocker, flat. No, we do not. We need a screw for that. Let's put these in here. I'm going to put all these in here because those are going to get lost. Is there an easier way to do this? I don't know. I don't think so. We'll just do it like that. Like maybe I can use my slime cleaner thing, like my slime buddies. Just like squish them all. Then I'm going to dump these guys into here as well. Hopefully they all go into the bag. Into the bag. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, this is pretty. Looks like we have, yep, we're using both of them. Oh, those have some weight to it. Wow. Look at that. I mean, you can hear that. Like that has some serious weight to it. That's really cool. I love when they give like actual pieces in like true hardware. So far, I'm like thoroughly impressed with this kit. Like honestly, as far as price is concerned, this one is impressive me. Like I feel like Handcraft ones are very similarly priced. So actually, so like I do have the coupon code. FYI, always gonna point out the coupon code for handscraft.com, which was the two two of them. The two Hello Kitty ones. And then the let's turn that around. The Christmas one that we didn't finish, but we'll finish in December of this year. And those, I forgot what I was going to say. Handscraft. Okay, yeah, coupon code abcrafty for handscraft.com. And that was the company that made all of those. And I feel like that is similarly priced to this one. Because I think this one, at least for me on Amazon, it looked like it was $45. And I think that is the similar price to Handcraft ones. but I am appreciating this hardware. Well, let's see. Let's screw that on, though I'm realizing if I just hold this here, yeah, let's do that. That's what I should have done. Hold it in place of where I want it, and then screw it in from this side. Whoops, that already twisted. That worked. Okay, so I'm gonna undo this one a little bit. Ooh, I screwed that on real tight. Holy cow. Come on. Well, that might not be happening. I think I just tightened that so much. That still looks fine. We're good. Okay, there are little door handles. That's so cool. Oh, that's fun. And we are now on the next page. So we need a whole bunch of pieces. I'm going to set this guy up here. And then we need, looks like, ooh, where can I put these wires so I don't keep hitting this? Maybe over here. Okay. I've got all the wires like dangling here, and because I'm putting everything here, it keeps hitting it. And I don't want to have you guys be all nauseous from shaky footage. So E24. What the heck piece is that? Oh, it's this whole thing. Oh, weird. There's actual texture here. This is so neat. Like this kit has so much stuff that I've never seen before. Can y'all hear that? Like it's almost like a sandpaper texture. So there is that one, E24, which is, I guess, going on this side. Okay, we'll just put that on that side. And then E23 goes on the other side. Then E2. Ooh, I like all their labeling. All these arrows, wire placement, all that stuff. Then, oh, actually we need E8 and E9. E8 is, I think this one. Looks like it. This side up, this side down. Love that. Okay. C, D, E. Then F, G, H, 10, and 11. I just realized I missed another piece on that one, but it's fine. I will grab it when we need it. Where the heck is H? 10 and 11. Is there a second H? No. Oh my gosh, here they are. H10. These giant pieces. I was thinking it was much smaller pieces. H10, H11. There we go. CFG. H. And now, let me organize that. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. There we go. Whoops. Apparently, the voice activation, SIRI, decided to go off on my phone, and I didn't notice that, and apparently it turns the feed off. So that's not helpful. But we just connected those two pieces. That's the first time that's happened. Interesting. And now I obviously have to think about what I said that set it off. Ugh. Okay. Now I've lost track of what my pieces were. So that is the problem when popping everything out first. This is, oh, I have to figure out what the white dot means. Is white dot the colored side or the blank side? I think it's the blank side. Yes, white dot is blank side. Okay. So this one, I don't think it matters the direction. Goes like in here? I guess it just goes in here. And it goes behind here. Okay, yes. So that goes in like that. And then this one, like this. There we go. Yes. There. And then those two pop into there. Took me a minute on that one. There. So now we got our fireplace going on that side. Then E22. Wait, did I do both of those? H10, E2, H11. I think that's what this is. Turn that around. I was supposed to have put that in between. It's fine. We will slide that in there. I think it's supposed to be facing up. Yes. So that goes in between those for the base of what I assume is a fireplace. Okay. Then this is either E9 or E20. Rounded side is the top one. This one goes up here, circle, flat, like so. Click that in. I'm gonna use the table for some leverage here. There we go. And then the base, got arrows facing that way, so it looks like we are doing it like this. This side up is helpful. And squish that in. And then I forgot to pop out E22. So let's grab that guy real quick. E22, right here. And this one goes in here, this way. Okay. Then it looks like we already need our LCD screen. This is so crazy. It's so high tech. I think that's what this is. So I think we need to grab all of our wiring here because it is all connected. Oh, it came with tweezers. That's helpful. Every time, y'all. Remember how I always say, like, I always forget to grab tweezers and like a toothpick. This one comes with it. Love that. Thank you, Dolphin Island, which is the company that makes this. Look at that. There's our LCD screen. I had no idea it came with a screen. But I guess that is what does the effects. So we are peeling off the protective screen. This is so stinking cool. I'm so excited. Okay. Then which way does this go? This is the top. So this, I think, just gets placed here. Yep. So that just slides nicely into there. And then we need E16, E17. I'm just going to leave this out for a sec. E16 here. And E17. And these are going to secure this guy. Looks like, yeah. Right there and right there. And then same thing on this side. Just to lock that into place. I want to make sure that that is nice and snug, which obviously it was not. There we go. There. Nice. Look at that. Tiny little TV. Love it. Okay. Then we have E14 and E15. 1 and 2 here. It looks like those, I think, are also helping secure it all together. That is going underneath here. Yes. Beautiful. pop in, pop it in. And then this one, same thing, and it looks like it has that little indent, or like cutout, not indent. Well, I guess technically it is an indent as well, but it has that cutout for the wires. That one does feel a little loose. So I don't know if I want to add glue or not, though. We'll see. We'll see if I add glue to this or not, because I feel like we might want to be able to access that, and if I add glue to it, it might be a problem. So I will wait to see if that needs glue. Our little door. Move that out of the way, though. This is trash. Grab a sip of water while I read the next instructions. Okay. Whole bunch of little pieces here. So we're going to do piece by piece here. So E20, 21, 19, E19, 18, E20. Oh, that's 18, and then E20. These are such thick pieces, my goodness. Okay, this one goes up here into the plus sign. Are these the same? Yes, those are identical, so doesn't matter. So this slides in there. Nope, this goes, which way does this go? Goes this way. I don't even know what this piece, like what we are creating. Yeah, that makes more sense because that actually fits snugly in there. And then this guy goes around it and slides into that slot beneath it. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Ugh. I wish it clicked. You speak like a more of a screeching sound rather than a satisfying click. But the pieces are so thick. Okay, then we need E13, E10, 11. Okay, so 10, 11, 12, 13, which are all of these little guys down here. Yeah, I feel like most of this build is just the hardware involved with it. So I am curious how long it takes. I also have no idea how long I'm going to go today. I feel like it's probably going to be more than my usual hour, especially because it's already 42 minutes in and I have no intention of stopping. So who knows? Maybe we'll finish this whole thing today. I have no plans for the day other than hopefully eating at some point. Fingers crossed. So who knows? Maybe it'll just be like a full day of building this guy. It is a nice distraction. Okay, plug that guy into there. Then we have 1 and 2. Okay. Then this one, I assume arrows are supposed to be facing that way, outwards. I don't know if y'all can see that. Sliding this onto those pieces we just added. Beautiful. And now we have to grab our other circuits. This one, it looks like. What the heck is all this? I think that's just glue. You'll see that? It's like all these threads all over it. Let's go ahead and clean that up. Just so it's not creating a mess. Okay, I have to figure out what all these pieces are to. Okay, I think we want it this way, actually. So I think it's all twisted up. Let's grab these guys and bring them over. There we go. I think that is correct. Yes. Okay. I think all of these wires have to go into here. Okay. So I think we slide all of these into this gap. Whoa. But keeping them somewhat organized. Let's grab this one into there. I feel like they could have made this spot a little bit bigger. Because now we need this one. Oh my goodness. And then this one. This is ridiculous. And then this one. Beautiful. Doesn't that look great? And then this slides into there. And I guess is supposed to somehow slide into those little slots. There. Okay. Okay. It's in. It's just smushed up. So we'll just go one by one and figure out what goes where. So this one, they are calling it the white circuit board, is going under here. But the question is, sensor side. How do I know which is the sensor side? Make sure to route the wires to the right and the wires to the left. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Some of these some of them may work. Blah, 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 blah. I think some are supposed to go through that way. And that might be why it looks ridiculous. It just is not very obvious. So we will deal with these two first. Okay, so this one, which is the sensor though? That's what I don't know. I'm guessing that is, because that's the board. So I'm thinking that is the sensor. If not, we will obviously just go through and fix that. In the meantime, we will just put this there. And I think this is all supposed to go on this side. Like be in front. I don't know. We'll worry about it when we need to worry about it. Then the next one, it looks like, is the speaker. This one just gets routed similarly under here and down here, and then through this slot. Then, next up, what do we have? Oh, here we go. Okay, fewer components, sensor side. Yes, so I did it correctly. There it is. Yes, that matches with that, so that is the sensor side. Awesome. Then the white circuit board is a motion sensor circuit board. Ooh! So that one's motion sensor. So I think something with the wand actually is motion censored. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. So I didn't watch videos because like once I saw that it's like motion activated and all that, I was like, oh my god, you know what? I just want to be surprised. Like I'm not even gonna watch the videos to see how it works. So this will be very exciting when it's all done. Okay, then next one we have, middle one is the LCD. Then, what the heck? Okay, that's that. You know what, let's build that just so we get that out of the way and cover everything on the left first. So let's build the little box for the speaker, which is J4, J3, and then these two pieces, J7 and 8. And this is on top, this is on bottom. Which way does that go? So it looks like these just go like so. I think they are the same, so. Switch those into place. And put the speaker. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it goes in between those notches, I'm guessing, so that it fits nicely. And then this one locks it into place. So it has its own little protective case. There. Okay, there is our speaker all set. And then, see, I'm thinking all of these actually get wired behind it. 1, 2, 3. Because if we look at this, this looks like all the wires are going behind. So I think it is only these 3. I guess if I turn the page, we might be able to get more info. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's see if I can do that. Okay, let's grab the one on top. And that makes a lot more sense now as to why there is less room in that spot. Okay, there's one. Let's get this guy out. 2. And then the third one is this guy. So let's just shimmy this guy through there. And now there is a lot more room for these here. This one just goes through this way. Okay, that feels a lot better. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely. Okay. Good. Electronics on that side. Done. Next up, we have, it also looks like this is like simple enough wiring, which I appreciate. Because I know for like some of those other ones, it was a whole lot of wiring that had to happen. So I appreciate that this is like not actually wiring involved. Everything's already wired. You just need to put it into the right spot. Okay, B1. Ooh, we get a whole big piece here. Oh, look at that. A nice wall. I think this is one side of the book nook. So let's pop this guy out. Holy cow, I'm just... I'm realizing I think these are all of our little books. All of these, let's say B2. I think it's just some of all of the books that we get to make eventually. So that'll be fun. I'm going to reorganize these and put them back and out of our way. And so now we need to have it flipped. Oh, look at that. Everything is labeled. This is unique. I don't think I've ever seen any labeled. I've done some that have the wire placements, but nothing that's just like super helpful with where everything goes. So this is, okay, during assembly, ensure that B1 is oriented correctly. Check. So I gotta pay attention to the placement of the wires. Check. Then I don't think it's all that complicated. I think this literally just fits in. We've got these 2 notches here, 1 and 2, and those just go right here. I don't think it is more complicated than that. 1 and 2. And we just hope we don't break anything in the process. That is the key to these builds. There. Whoop. Didn't think that would snap off. I guess that's where I was pushing from, so. Well, something did kind of break there, but not horribly. Oh, actually, there is a little thing here. Yes. Do y'all see that little nub there? That gets pushed in too. There, now we're lying flat. There we go. Okay. Then we need to place this guy onto its little spot so that it has the speaker there. B, C, D, E, 4. Let's grab that little piece. Just gonna pop it off on the side here. And then F3 for our shelf. That will hold it all. Oh, that is a much bigger piece than I thought. E, F. And this one, this side up. This is, yes, you all can still see what I'm doing. Beautiful. Pop this guy into here. Then this one, that is why those are still, those little nubbies are there. Gets pushed into, wait, do I have it the right way? I don't think I do. Let's make sure it's facing the right way. There we go. That looks more correct. I assume the arrows are supposed to line up, and that's why they are there. Nice and secure. Then this goes into here. Let's make sure the wire is where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be threaded through here. And so we can then push it into the base, which is actually the side wall of the book nook. There we go. Okay. So it is all on, oh, look at that. Look at that. That's cool. Get all the schmutz off. Okay. Getting excited already. Then F. F2. I don't know what this piece is. That fell out of something, so we'll have to figure that one out when it comes to it. Got this giant piece. Then EF. Got a bunch of E's. E, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6. Oh my goodness. Tiny piece. Looks like this says backup for E6, backup for E7. So they provide extra pieces. Always appreciated. D, E, F. And then H for our bigger pieces here. H4. Ooh, this one has some curvature to it. That's what those little stripy cutouts are at the top. And then H2, H3. Okay. And let's hope, GHI, that I don't mix everything up. So we've got our big piece here, which goes on the top, color facing up. And then this is color facing out. This gets clicked into here. And this is a little more difficult to see. So we have toggle switch. That is this guy. So does it matter which way that goes? Breaking. I don't know which way that goes. we will go switches on the left. Because I don't know if it's supposed to go left or right, but it's either going to be on or it's going to be off. So that's fine. Then we've got our little pieces that are going to lock this in place. I am going to try and hold this from the back and see if we can push this in. Probably not. Okay. This is a very awkward angle. Let's turn this around. You know, it would be easier doing that after. Let's do this. That's going to be so much easier. Okay. So these are the bits that hold that in place. I'm kind of surprised we're not screwing this in, but hopefully these will be secure enough. And the other one on the other side. Lock it in. Okay. Now let's put this piece on. That is a much better order of operations. Okay. If I don't break this thing. Sweet. That is secure. Then we have 586. Do these just... I don't know which E6 and which E6, E7. I assume the colored one is E7, yes. And I assume it's color facing out, because that is the colored side. So let's put this on here. This slides through this base. And then these both slide onto the other side of it. We'll do one at a time. I assume this is just kind of some kind of latch, I'm guessing, because this can turn. Some sort of latch. Okay, then pass the short LED board with 6 LEDs, that is this one, through the hole from the top to the other side of B1. So that one is going through here, and that is exactly what that says. Thread the short wire LED board through this hole on the other side. Okay. Then pass the LED board with the long wire through the hole from the bottom to the other side. That looks like this one. Okay. Then, okay, the assembly of the outer frame is much tighter to ensure the whole book nook is more solid. Please be patient and press one peg and hole at a time. That is good advice. So this now, I guess, just snaps all along here. And we hope to not smash anything. I don't know why this has the curvature stuff to it. Maybe that will be answered later. But I'm going to start with that one. And it looks like nothing is on that side. Looks like it's just all along the top. Slowly popping them in along the top here. There we go. Moving slowly, like they say, so I don't accidentally break something. Ooh, nervous sweating through that part. Okay, because there weren't extra pieces for that. We are good on that piece. So, yeah, I think we're good for that. Oh, I think I'm missing one thing. E3. I think E3 is supposed to probably hold these wires in place. I don't know if that matters. I feel like I've never cared about the wires being held. Like, nothing needs to be on that. I'm gonna skip that. I'm guessing they want something placed there to just secure the wire, but like, it's not going anywhere. Those, yeah. Skipping that part. Then we need, whoops, glasses fell off. We need H6 and D1. So D1 is a nice big piece. Whoa, this one's a curvature. So this is the spine of the book nook. That's neat. I feel like every book nook I've done is just a rectangle, you know? But this one has a curve to it. Or this is on the side. Now I don't know. I'm looking at the box cover and it looks like it's actually on the side. G H6. This piece that's supposed to hold it together. So this, yeah, see, oh my god, I'm terrified. See, so they cut it like this, and that's what creates a curve. And I am terrified I am going to snap this. This is supposed to be curved completely around. Oh my god. I feel like there aren't enough cuts to make that happen. Ooh. So we're either gonna break this. I mean, yeah, two options. It's gonna break or it's not gonna break. So fingers crossed it doesn't break. Oh, maybe if I just keep molding it. Ah, I see. So this is on the side of the whole thing. And this is what is covering up all of these mechanical parts. Okay, so this goes in here to help shape it. Now I'm seeing it. Okay, that at least provides some support. Oh, it's making me so nervous. Can you see that? Oh, we did it. Oh, I'm pretty sure I was holding my breath through that whole thing. Okay. Whew. It actually curved. I feel like it could snap at any moment, but it hasn't snapped yet. Knock on wood. Whew. Okay. Look at that. Wood folded in half. Amazing. And then this gets placed here. Ah, shit. Was I supposed to? No, it says to do it at the same time. I just don't know how this is going to now fit over it all. And then this one. Slide either side. Okay. It's going. Just gotta go slowly and carefully. And then go a little bit at a time. Now, the tricky part is, are these lined up? Got that side kind of in. We just have to go bit by bit here. Okay, that side's done. These ones seem to be harder. I don't know why. There. Okay, that one's nice and flush. So I think it is just slow and steady, and they will eventually find their place. Man, I'm sweating through this. Oh, God. The whole point is to lower my anxiety here, not increase it. Okay, we're good. It is secure, and hopefully nothing will be as stressful as that just was for me. Look at that! Look at that! That's so freaking cool. That is wood. Well, like plywood, but you know what I mean. Wood, folded over, full curve. So freaking cool. Okay. Yay! Next, we need C1, so we have to close this panel up. Look at this. The Book of Magic Spells. Spark to flame, hear me plea, ignite with power, wild and free. Be my will, let fire be, incendia, light for me. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, that's so stinking cute. And this one goes there. Look how cool that is. And this pops on. It's just double check, no wires are in the way, which they are not. And I just want to double check that everything is good. Okay, wait. It says before assembling C1, first insert the Type-C connector to the power cable into the circuit board, making sure it is fully seated. I don't fully get where that is, but let's grab our USB. And undo this guy. Where is this getting plugged into? USB-C into the circuit board. Ah, here. Okay. There is a USB-C. Can y'all see that? There is a USB-C connector right there. So that is what we are plugging into. So I'm going to try and carefully hold that. Make sure it is secure in there. But where does this come out? Where does the other side go? What the heck? I don't know where this goes. It doesn't say. Or like I'm missing where it says it. Okay. Into the circle board, make sure it's flush. First align all the pegs and holes, then apply pressure one by one. What the heck? Maybe no. Does it go through there? No, obviously not. That's silly. Ah, when using external power adapter, thread the wire through this hole. I think that is where this goes. But weirdly, the instructions do not say that. Maybe they're just, I don't know. Clearly they forgot a step there. So let's go ahead and thread that through. And now we can put the top on. Adorable. Let's slide this guy into place. Like they say, we're going to do one at a time. And I like to do it as though we are screwing in screws where you kind of put it in a little bit to help line everything up. And see, this one is already, I feel like this one needs to come up a little bit more so that this one can go in. No, we will try the other side. There. Nice. Nerve-wracking, put that one in. Lovely creaky sounds. Ooh. Man, this thing feels secure. There we go. Beautiful. Ah, crap, I didn't realize we have some over here. Okay. Hopefully these will slide into place. Yes, awesome. This one's a little more finicky. Dang it. I don't want to break anything. I think we have to pop this one up. Yeah. And wiggle that one in. There's this piece that we are struggling with. Of course, it's a tiny little guy. Come on. Everyone else was doing it. Peer pressure. I don't know if it just needs to be readjusted from the bottom. Oh, you know what I can do? Try and stick my hand in from this side and push it up, or at least try to. Let's use this. Use scissors, slide those in to help push that piece up a little bit while I push down. Nope. Oh, I just realized there's also, this needs to go in. Okay, so maybe if I do this one, because this piece too needs to happen. And that one is his buddy. So I think if I get one of them, the other will also go. I just don't know which way. I feel like it needs to be pushed up. Yeah. No, dang it. No, yeah, that's good. Okay, let's see. Come on. So honestly, it's not that big of a deal if it doesn't go. There we go. Yeah. I was ready to give up. If that push wasn't going to do it, I was just going to leave it. But there we go. Whew. Fantastic. We've got it. Big Book of Magic Spells. The Book of Magic Spells. All of our wiring is in place. Here is the back with all the screens. Sturdy little bugger. Okay. So there's our electronic component. And now, components in this step are delicate and prone to breaking. Fantastic. Carefully apply pressure to each connection point to pop them out from the wooden board, avoiding any breakage. Cool. It looks like these are ladders. Okay, so let's grab G49 and 47. Honestly, relatively speaking, these are easy. Famous last words. These look like they are identical, so we will probably punch these out at the same time, because those are going to be used in the next step anyways. And I think that will make it easier as well to get them out. There is one. Then let's grab the other one. I guess this one is kind of the trickier one. Technically more delicate. But this one, if it breaks, like, you can just glue it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Hey, Amelia, welcome! We are building a Hogwarts library book nook. That is apparently voice activated. So I am pretty freaking pumped about that. Then we need G47. I will also need G48. Look at all these little books that we'll get to punch out. Those are cute. Okay, so we don't have to make every book. Some they do provide as punch-outables. So that's at least nice. But for now, I'm going to put these guys to the side. Separate ladders. And we are going to flip this over. And let's put this over here. G49, image facing up. Where does this go? That goes to the side of it. This goes like that. And I guess G47 just goes right through it. Looks like, I think this just goes like that. I don't know why they're acting like this is some big thing. Like, the rest of that was scary. This was easy peasy. And I guess it's not stairs or a ladder. It is a bookcase. G51. I see. Whoops. You take this off. They're supposed to be stacked on top of each other. Now, this is where we mess this up. Okay, this one goes here, but thankfully that came off just fine. Let's push that in. Let's try and slide that into place. It's actually a lot harder because I cannot see what I'm actually doing. I don't know where the hole is. Ooh, good news. I feel like I'm actually getting hungry, so I think distracting myself with this project is working. Amazing. Haha, look at that. Look at that. That's cool. It's got 3D effect now because of the 2 layers. Look at that. That's fun. Love it. And then, what do we have? We are gluing a whole bunch of pieces. Oh, look at that. Okay, we are doing the books. We are doing some of these books. Okay. I was wondering, Olivia, like, where have you been? I was worried. Like, I'm sure she will be back. Like, I'm sure. So, that's a bummer. A lot going on with school. Hopefully you're feeling okay, though. And I'm very happy to have you back. Always love having you. Amelia, where did I buy this? So this is from Amazon. So the link is in the description. But it is a simple Amazon purchase. Let's see what this order is. Oh my gosh. I don't think it matters. It just says G1 to 23. Just put them there. So I think we just kind of get creative and put things wherever we want. So it looks like that is half of these. It looks like it's all of these guys. So I'm just going to punch these out. I'm going to move this over here so we don't lose it. Ooh, what'd you have for dinner, Olivia? What'd you have? Now that I'm actually starting to feel hungry, I'm like, wait a minute, let's talk food. Okay, let's punch all these guys out. I'm setting them to the side. These are so little. And keep going. Amelia, where am I from? So I live here in Nashville, Tennessee. That's super cool. I feel like my audience is so global, like especially on lives. I love this. I love that we have a global audience. This is so cool. And keep getting these guys. It doesn't look like there's any detail on these. That would have been a fun detail. Like if it actually had the names of books in Harry Potter, you know? But it's just the spines. But that would be a whole lot of books. I don't even think in terms of lore we know about that many books. So that's weird. That is literally, look at this. Can you see that? These like tiny angled books. Where the hell am I supposed to put those? I don't even know if I can punch those out. Oh, sausage and pasta and veggies. That sounds good. Oh, that makes me want to try a place that I just learned about. It is like a sausage place. It's like sausage or hot dogs. It's like you basically get to pick either a hot dog or a bratwurst or some other type of sausage. And then it's like a sandwich of it. So maybe we'll try that tonight. That sounds good. Bye, Amelia. Thanks for joining. Okay. Let's move that over. And then we also need F8 for a fun little detail on the window. I'm going to need to do that two hands. I was thinking I could do it one-handed, but no, I'm worried I'm going to break it. So gently do that. And that one is going on there for a 3D effect. These are in out of order. E, F, G. We'll leave that because we're probably going to need them. Okay. Now we get to glue stuff. So let's try out their glue because I am super curious. They provided this little glue guy, which I appreciate. So let's see how their glue goes. It looks like it might just be basic white glue. What would be cool is if it worked. Let's see if I need to open that. It might be dried up. No, it is a cap. There's a cap on it. Okay. So let's go ahead and remove that cap. Add it to some trash there. Screw this back on. And now we're good to go. But yeah, it looks like basic white Elmer's glue. So we will see how we like it. And if not, we will move to my lovely Beacon 3-in-1. So I am just applying this in random spots. It doesn't need to be the whole thing. Just the main corners so it doesn't shift around. This glue is super runny. Okay. And then this goes just here. I don't know if it goes like... Maybe it does block that. Yeah. I think it just goes like that. I think it's supposed to cover those little marks. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And now we get to have fun with all of our little books. So I maybe should have not popped them all out and popped them out while gluing because now I don't know what's what. So I think we now get to be creative. So let's start with a small set. Ah, crap. Now I wish I hadn't popped them all out. Okay, it's fine. It's just like, will things fit is the question. Okay, let's do that. Let's just drop it in and hope for the best. This is like sliding around. I don't love that, but it might be fine. Oh no, that's no fun that you've been feeling crappy. Hopefully that means though that it's like more reason to crochet, you know, and work on the blankets and stuff. But I also get the flip side of that. Totally get it. Of like, I don't want to do anything. I get that. Let's see, this one. I feel like this may have been part of it. These teeny tiny little books. Just like dropping them in. Hopefully it will look okay all in the end. Where is the tiny little set? That is a big stack. That's a big stack. It might have been this. No, G1. Now I'm like looking at where I punched everything out and I'm like, what fit into that spot? Did this one fit into that spot? It may have been this. No. I can't tell. Maybe it was this one. Maybe it was this. Nope, that doesn't fit. Okay, we are just gonna improvise because some books won't fit in that spot. So let's just place these little guys there. Okay. Now, G4. I think it actually is these. Some of these, I feel like I might be able to figure out where they go. I'm just going in order because part of me thinks that's what they did. Is just listed them in order. This one looks like it's this guy. I know, I haven't seen Zane in forever. I'm like, did he unsubscribe? Is he okay? Like, yeah. He has disappeared. And he is a huge Harry Potter fan, so I don't know. It's been a bummer not having him. But also today, like, I get it today. Like, today it's 2:40. I think he's in the same time zone as me. So, like, 2:40 in the afternoon. So, I get that. Whoops, I don't think I want to do that one. Let's do this guy. Put that here. I am only just realizing that I think these are organized in their shelves. So like shelf 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Okay, well now I know. For the next one, we will go shelf by shelf instead of popping it all out and then having to figure it out again. I think I'm doing okay though. I think like those might be incorrect. But so far I might actually have them correct. Oops. If I put them into the right shelf. I will say I don't love this glue. I'm a big fan of the tacky glue. But since this is working like flat anyways, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, we are on number 3. I think that's this one. Or a different angled one. Need one with a blue and a purple. That is this one. And drop it into place. Yeah, it's like slipping and sliding everywhere. And then I don't know which this one is. What would fit into this spot? No. No. Something with blue on the side. Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. Okay. I know, it's always so late for you. You are definitely a night owl. Do you have fun weekend plans going on? I don't think anything is on my calendar this weekend. So that's kind of nice. It's been a bit chaotic as of late, so I don't mind that we don't have anything. Okay, which one is next? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We've got, I'm pretty sure it's this little cute angled books. Little stack here. Drop it there. Man, this is bugging me. I'm gonna glue this. Maybe if I just do like one line there, it'll stop shaking. I don't like how much this is moving on top of it. That should take care of it. Good enough. Now, I think this one's gonna be all stripey. Is that this one? Yes. We're figuring it out. Like I said, the only one that might be wrong is that top one, which actually means there might be another one that's incorrect, but so far, so good. That is this guy for our 5th shelf on the top. These are super cute. I like how colorful they are. But that's starting to look really cute. Oh, it'd be cool if I need to check to make sure that they're all actually on the shelf. Oh, that's funny. So we're like middle of the shelf and I didn't realize that. I think we're okay now though. Cute. Ooh, fun. Where do you go when playing Pokemon Go? Like, I was huge on it when it first came out, and then when the problem was everyone was on it, and so it just never worked. And then I ended up stopping playing that, which was a bummer. But it's because it's like the server was just so overloaded when it first came out, you know? And then it was a bummer to play because everything shut down constantly, and it was just frustrating. I don't think maybe it's this one. Aha! It's this one. Okay. Oh, so these were probably supposed to be sideways, I'm realizing. Just like this stack is now sideways. Oh well. That was probably the difference. That is probably correct, but it was supposed to be the other way. I see now. And so this one is stacked that way. Let's flip these over. Nice. So just like walking around the neighborhood, that's easy enough. I don't think I think where we live now, there's a Pokestop, or I think like a couple, like down like a couple blocks from us. So that's convenient. My husband used to be like super obsessed with it, but then he like goes in and out of waves of playing it, so he's not currently playing. But I'm sure soon enough he'll pick it back up again. It'll be a whole thing again for us. Like he has me drive so he can play, you know. That's funny. His is also Eevee. Well, one of them. What is your starter Pokemon? What's your starter? I am a Bulbasaur girl. I am all about the plants. Go figure. What is this stack right here? In Japan, though, we did play. When we were in Japan, we were like, well, we have to take advantage of that, obviously. So that was neat, being able to do that. Not that one. That one. Do this stripe across. I'll keep chugging along with these. I mean, the glue is holding. It's holding it. I'm gonna do a daub under the bottom of it, though, so the whole thing isn't sliding around. Whoops, that was way bigger a glob than intended. And next up, we've got this one here. Can you still see what I'm doing? Yes. And I think it's this one. Now I don't know. What is it? Is it this? Yes, it is. Oh, that was that set. Oh, yeah, no, I definitely messed one up. I get it. Okay. I see. I see the one that I messed up. I might be able to switch it. We'll see if it's glued down or not. But it was this guy. Can I pop that off? Oh, grab the tweezers. Here we go. Beautiful. So that is what goes right here. And this fills this spot at an angle like that. There. And then this one is what goes on the top, and these are now sideways. And so it fits under that arch. We figured it out. We got there. And then this one is just this stack, nice and easy. Slide that down. Then we've got this one straight up. Drop it down. This one at an angle. And then this one, which already has some flat and standing up straight to give some nice variety. And I'm going to close this. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. The driving too fast thing. Yep, I know the drill. I go around the specific corners and stuff slowly enough so we can get them. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt when you're a passenger and it's not giving them to you. There we go. There are all of our little books on that shelf. And now we need to get the other side. I think we can actually move this out of the way because we're going to be building some other stuff. So I'm going to put this up here. And we need to grab our other side panel, which is this glorious guy, which just says Magic Spell Library. Yay, non-branding. Yay, not affording the license for Harry Potter. So that is this one. We are flipping it over. And the back piece is this one. So I'm going to glue this one down to start with, since I know I didn't like it sliding around. So let's just add some glue. Place that like so. And then same to this one. I'm going to add a little bit of glue in random spots, like edges, corners. Just a tiny amount, just to help keep it all in place. Stick it on top. Okay. And then we need the other piece. Did I already grab that? I think I did. I thought I punched it out. I know I punched it out. The question is, where did it go? Here it is. This one slides in here to lock everything in place. I'm going to give it a wiggle. Actually, I'm going to lift these. So there's still the glue on them. Forgot about that part. That this is a little bit trickier. Okay. If I push that in first, and then find where they're supposed to go. Come on. Oh, this is annoying. Come on. I need to slide it up a little. There. Okay. Maybe it is easier looking from the back. That should be lined up. There we go. There. That's the annoying sound we want to hear. There. And now the glue is behind it, so it'll be a lot more secure. And now we are going to punch these out as we go this time. For each shelf. 1, I'm gonna use this to get this guy. 3. And these lie flat. I am realizing it is the same exact thing. So it is the same on both sides, which makes it kind of easy. Let's wipe that glue off. And we will continue placing these as we go. This one is at an angle. I kind of wish they were different, because it's like you're already printing a bunch of different things anyways, you know? So like it doesn't matter. They could have made these different, but oh well. Kind of nitpicking on that. This is bugging me. I'm gonna take that off. Then 1, 2, 3. I do recommend doing it this way though. Go punching them out as you go. That is definitely easier than the last shelf. Where we are trying to sort through them. This one will now go a lot faster. And slide that there. 1, 2, 3. So I guess it's like I punch them out and then I lose track of which one is which. But it's still easier to sort through 3 than it is to sort through 20 of them. So this guy, I don't know if that was enough glue. Yeah, not my favorite glue, but it's glue. So it's fine. Like I said, for this purpose, because we're working flat, this glue's fine. It is making everything slide around, but it's all gravitationally advantageous, let's say. Gravity is on our side for this, so it's not that big of a deal. Pop that guy out, and this guy. This one goes there. Which angle is this? Yes. So, I mean, either way, you can either use the glue they provide or do the beacon or aliens. The tackier glues, I feel like, still would make this a little bit easier. Because again, it is like slipping and sliding everywhere. Okay, then 1, 2, 3. So like, let's see, for comparison, I'll do these guys. Let's close this, and I'll do the next set. If I can close that. Well, I don't know where the top went. Classic me. I should have like a tally of every time I lose something. Here it is. I don't know how that got way over there. So let's close that. Is it going to dry over time? Yeah, I think it like most of these already are. Like it's not on the other side. It's not like staying super wet, but it is like slipping and sliding as you place it, which bugs me. So let's try it with this glue on this second half of shelving. Is that correct? Yes. So this is my favorite, Beacon 3-in-1. And it is a nice tacky glue with a lovely chemical smell. And so this one has much less slippy slidey to it. But honestly, that one is like kind of slippy slide. But see, now it already isn't. So like in that little amount of time, it's already dry enough that it's not sliding everywhere. So still, this one's my preference. But I do appreciate it because not all kits give you glue. So I do appreciate that they at least give you glue. So you at least have a choice. And it's an all-in-one. So you don't have to worry about, like, if you're giving it as a gift and stuff, like, do they have the right glue? So I still very much appreciate when they provide glue. And then this tiny little thing. This one's so funny. Let's see if I can get it out. No, you have to, gotta push it out. There we go. And this nice stack here. And these are the easy books. These are the easy ones. Already pre-cut, pre-decorated. We're gonna have a whole slew of other books that we will need to make. So it's neat that you at least get both options as well, both techniques. That one's super nice and easy, just one giant stack. And our last set of 3 here to complete our bookcases. And I don't need the rest of that piece, though, actually, I forgot what the order was. It's fine, I can see it on the ground. So it is this one first. I guess I could also reference the other shelvings. And then this one. Looks like blue is on that side. And then this guy with the double stack. Okay. Let's just double check everything is actually sitting on the shelf and not in the air like those. Let's try and move this one down. See, that one, like, is dry. Like, I would consider that dry. So, like, I might actually have to put glue on that. It's just not the best glue. Something just fell on my lap. Don't know what that was. Okay. Looking good. Let's move that stack a little bit more down. There. Adorable. Love that. Our shelves completely filled. So let's move this up here as well. We are moving on to the next piece, which, go figure, is another set of shelves. It is a library after all. So we are building this next set of shelves. Bookshelves, first floor. So we need I9, which is one of these, this one down here. I9, and then I10. Oh, pop it out, flip it over. G-H-I. Then a whole bunch of C's. Okay, we have C6, which is way over here. I think these are all the same. Well, C6 and C7 look like they have a hole in them. But these are all the same. Our actual shelves. And C5. And then we need a separate piece. I don't know why they put them on separate boards if it's part of the same thing. Okay, so we've got this piece here, goes face up. I guess we actually want to build this first. So let's go ahead and do that. That is also face up. So this goes into here. It's funny, like, back to building stuff. Like, gluing for such a while there. And snap this into here. And I think this one goes into this bottom piece. I definitely just broke something. Not a big deal though. It's a little loose, but should be okay. It's not slipping and sliding, so I'm not too worried about that. Then we've got all of our little shelves. That's so cute. I also appreciate that this one, we don't have to. I feel like I'm missing a shelf. I put this on wrong. I appreciate that I don't have to glue these pieces together. I know some of the ones in the past, we've had to glue all the pieces together that in theory should click in place already. So it's nice that these click nicely together. Okay, that's even better because that's secure on that side as well now. Okay, now these go up here. I thought that looked weird. Okay, there is shelf number 1. Then this one. Did I do this right? Oh, I'm missing a piece, that's why. I was supposed to get C8. So this one at least can be placed here. So this is the side of that shelf. We're gonna have to finagle each piece into its slot. Oh, that might be easier if I start from that side. And get each piece into place. Hopefully, maybe. There we go. There. Oh, that shelf fell off. Come on. Is the shelf I'm going to build now where I'm going to make the books yourself? I think so, because I think we are out of the pre-made books. So I think everything that will be going onto these shelves are the ones that we make with all of the bajillion stickers that they've provided. I think this one is just, I smashed this one. That's what's causing problems, is I smushed this one too aggressively. So that one is not going in. So we might have to glue this one. Oh my gosh, that is really in there. Come on. Come on. There. That's what was causing problems. So I'm just going to break some of this off so that we can get the rest on. And honestly, that might be fine. I might not even need to glue that. Nah, I will. We'll just add a drop of glue. Make that a little easier on ourselves here. So that I don't have to worry about it later. We will add glue to there. And slide it in. There. Yeah. That was the problem. It was that guy. Okay. And then we've got this one. Lovely. Then the other piece I was missing was C8. C8. And that one goes like this. Just just locks everything into place. There. It's weird. They stick out on that side. Don't know why. Let's get rid of this mess. I don't like it. Okay, there is that bookshelf. That is considered bookcase number 1. Set that on top here. Then we've got bookcase number 2. I14, I13, I14, then I13 is that side piece. Then we have C9, which is that mirror piece there. And all of those other shelves. So D12, 13, 14, and 15. And then 16, 17 for the bottom part. And that middle piece is D6. C, D. Okay, so we've got our fancy bottom piece. And that one gets turned this way. So it looks like it's a mirror image. It's a complete mirror image of the other one that we just did. So this one goes on top here. The other one will go on the other side. We will break some pieces, unfortunately. Let's see. I might have to... Nope, we're good. Okay, cool. The part that broke was on the inside, so it does not matter. And then this goes that way. This gets placed. No, this goes this way. Nope, right the first time. Like that. Right? Did I do this correctly on this one? I think so. Wait, this is the colored side. Did I somehow do this backwards? This is the colored side. Did I do the wrong piece? I'm so confused now. It's like showing the opposite. And of course, I don't pay attention enough to which piece I've just punched. What the heck? Why is this facing that way? I feel like they just have it wrong, honestly. Or I punched the wrong piece out? What piece did I punch out? I punched the wrong piece out. That makes more sense. I punched out I4 instead of I14. And they are extremely similar looking pieces. In fact, I think it's the same piece but mirrored. That'll do it. Okay. Whew. I was panicking there. Okay. Back to it. We've got our base. We are adding our little filigree to the bottom. Maybe if it fits. There. Why is that at a weird angle? What the heck is going on? Did I like also not punch out that piece correctly? Now I feel like I'm going absolutely insane. No, those are the same. But see, it's like at a weird angle. I don't understand. Oh my goodness. I'm going to leave it for now. We're going to leave it and hope for the best. And we are going to add our other shelves. Ow. And this one. And now we've got this guy here. Lock that into place. And flip this around, flip it around again. There we go. And these go into here. No, I do have that. Now I'm like questioning everything with that one piece there, but no, that's right. But is it? What the heck? That one goes on that side. This one goes into here. Then those go into there. But where is the hole for that piece? I did the opposite as last time. That's why this isn't fitting. Oh my goodness. I put the shelf too low last time. This time I put the shelf too high. Like this bottom filigree piece. And that's why that wasn't working. Oh my goodness. That's why it seemed all stretched. That's why it wasn't fitting into the other piece. And that's why I had an extra shelf. Then I didn't even notice. Ooh. That was a yucky sound. Okay. And then this one goes here. Okay. And this one goes on this side. I think we might be feeling the effects of not having eaten yet today. There we go. We've got our 2 shelves. Aurora, thank you. Yep, should have looked up to your comment sooner. Thank you. Okay, we have our 2 shelves. There we go. And then D8. Let's see. This is... looks like this one? Yes. And... slide that out. A, B, C, D. And we need I11 and 12. 11 and 12. Okay, these go on top, it looks like. The side with golden pattern. That is this one. Shelf A, shelf B. Yes, that side, that side. This goes on the edge, I think. Yes, okay. That goes on that tiny little piece there. Slide that in there. This one goes on that. And then same thing on the other side. Clicks into that piece and the tiny little nub. There. Nice. That is nice and secure. And then these are some details that go onto the sides, the side panels. Click those easily into place. There. Then H13. Looks like this gets glued on top of that one. This makes me think we're making a whole other set of shelves. Because there is a duplicate of that as well. Then F1. That is this whole big piece here. Okay. EF. So this gets glued onto that, it looks like. So let's grab this guy. And I am going to draw a bunch of glue all over it. It's such a narrow piece that I am worried about these bits sliding down. And then that covers up those marks and gives it the 3D effect that seems to be common in this kit. I want to make sure it's not covering those little nubs at the bottom. So we're going to line it up with the top. And smooth that out. There! So it has that showing on it. And this guy gets placed onto this. Onto the back, and then into those nubs that we just avoided getting glue on. So actually, I might want to do that part first, because those are smaller and more delicate. So let's slide those into there. Beautiful. And then let's get it into place on the other side. It's awkward to push in. Whoop! Got that one. Oh, this one popped out. Go figure. And get this one into here. Fingers crossed. Come on. There we go. Nice. Okay, I don't know what this platform is for, but it is now on a platform and nice and secure. And I'm just trying to make sure our details we added are in the right place now that I was fussing with everything. Probably should have done that afterwards. There is bookshelves first floor is what they are calling that. Okay, next step, yes, we are indeed building another bookshelf, but I am now hungry, so I think we are going to stop there for now. I should actually leave this open so I don't forget where I am. So we didn't finish it all in one day, but I did stay on for over 2 hours, so we're like a little over 2 hours in. I don't know how, we're probably about halfway through, it seems, which is pretty good. So we probably have another session or two based on how long we do those sessions for. So otherwise, thank you all for joining. Be sure to subscribe to make sure you get notified for when I go live again. The plan is to be live Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. If I have time tomorrow, I might hop on randomly as well. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed so you can get notified. Do the bell icon thing so you actually get pinged. Because I tend to go on randomly like I did today. But we can hopefully plan on Sunday at 1 p.m. because that's trying to be my consistent schedule But yeah, as always, link for the kit is in the description. And yeah, otherwise, thank you all for joining. I am absolutely going to go eat something right now. Thank you, Olivia. Good to see you as well. Yeah, so if I don't see y'all tomorrow, I will see y'all on Sunday. But have a good one, everyone. Take care.